This is the 3D VIEW-MASTER fairy tale Goldilocks and the Three Bears. VIEW-MASTER Reel 1, Picture 1. Once upon a time there lived near a forest a little girl whose hair was so golden yellow that everyone called her Goldilocks. One morning her mother sent her out to play. "Stay away from the forest," her mother said, "and if you go to anyone's house, be sure you knock, don't just walk in." But Goldilocks, like many girls her age, seldom listened to her mother. As soon as she was out of sight of the house, she took the path that led straight to the forest. Picture 2. Not far into the forest was a small, neat, brightly painted cottage, the home of the three bears. That same morning, Mama Bear had risen early to cook a pot of delicious porridge for breakfast. As soon as she dished it out, Baby Bear rushed to the table, spoon in hand. Papa Bear had just come downstairs. He was still yawning and tugging at the suspenders. "Wait, baby," warned Mama Bear. "The porridge is too hot." "Papa, let's put on our coats and take a little walk while it cools." Picture 3. If you had seen the three bears start out for their walk that morning, you would have said, "What a neatly dressed, well-mannered family." Perhaps Baby Bear was a bit grumpy about the porridge being too hot to eat, and Papa Bear was not quite awake, but they followed Mama Bear to gather flowers for the breakfast table. Picture 4. Goldilocks skipped along the path until she found herself in a forest clearing. Before her was the loveliest cottage she had ever seen. She was so delighted with it that she forgot everything her mother had told her. She walked right up to the front door and, without even knocking, opened it and went in. Picture 5. Inside, Goldilocks looked around a big, cheerful room. There was a kitchen fireplace and a parlor fireplace and 3 comfortable chairs. At the rear was a staircase leading upstairs, and before her was a table set for breakfast. 3 bowls stood upon the table, a big brown bowl, a middle-sized yellow bowl, and a little red bowl. A delicious smell came from the steaming porridge in the bowls. Now a well-mannered little girl would have waited for the family of the house to return and offer her some breakfast. But Goldilocks had never learned to be polite and thoughtful of others. Instead, she just helped herself to the porridge in the big brown bowl. She tasted Papa Bear's porridge, but it was too hot. Picture 6. Next, Goldilocks went around the table to the middle-sized yellow bowl. She tasted Mama Bear's porridge, and it was too cold. She made a face and dropped a spoonful of porridge right on the table. Picture 7. Then she tasted Baby Bear's porridge. It was neither too hot nor too cold, but just right, so she ate it all up. VIEW-MASTER Reel 2, Picture 1. The long walk through the forest had made Goldilocks tired. After finishing Baby Bear's porridge, she decided to rest in one of the 3 chairs by the stone fireplace. The big chair was made of 3 trunks. The middle-sized chair was lavender cushioned, and the little chair was gaily painted. She tried Papa Bear's chair, but it was too high. She even kicked over his smoking stand, trying to climb up into the seat. Picture 2. Next she tried Mama Bear's chair, but she just could not get comfortable. Perhaps this was because she had upset Mama Bear's sewing basket and was sitting on the needles. Picture 3. Then she tried Baby Bear's chair. She sat on it, leaned back in a very unladylike manner, and broke it all to pieces. Still tired, she picked herself up and without a backward glance at the mess she had left downstairs, began to climb the staircase. Picture 4. Upstairs, Goldilocks saw a big, comfortable bedroom with 3 beds in it. A big bed, a middle-sized bed, and a little bed. She yawned and decided to take a nap. She climbed up on Papa Bear's bed, but it was too hard. No matter how she lay or tried to prop herself up with the pillow, she just could not get comfortable. Picture 5. Jumping to the floor, Goldilocks went over to the lavender bed. She tried Mama Bear's bed, but it was too soft. She sank down into the lavender comforter, almost smothering in its downy depths. Picture 6. Goldilocks scrambled off the middle-sized bed and went over to the little bed. She tried Baby Bear's bed and found that it was neither too hot nor too soft, but just right. She crept under the covers, curled up, and promptly fell asleep. Goldilocks was not really a bad girl, just a thoughtless one, too thoughtless to worry about what might happen when the family who lived in the cottage came home. Picture 7. Coming home from their forest stroll, the 3 bears walked briskly, their muscles invigorated and their lungs full of fresh morning air. Papa Bear was wide awake now. Mama Bear had filled her basket with fragrant, colorful flowers, but all Baby Bear could think of was the delicious bowl of porridge waiting on the breakfast table. VIEW-MASTER Reel 3, Picture 1. The bears had hardly hung up their hats and coats before they saw that something was wrong in the cottage. Papa Bear and Mama Bear looked at the table so neatly set before they left. All the spoons were now in the porridge bowls. "Someone has been eating my porridge," growled Papa Bear in his great voice. "Someone has been eating my porridge," cried Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. Picture 2. "Someone has been eating my porridge," said the Baby Bear in his wee voice, "and has eaten it all up." Papa and Mama Bear crowded close to look at the empty bowl. They could not understand it. They were such well-mannered bears they had never thought to lock their front door. Picture 3. Papa Bear and Mama Bear spied their parlor chairs. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," roared Papa Bear. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," cried Mama Bear. They sat down angrily, picking up pieces of the broken smoking stand and trying to unsnarl the yarn. Picture 4. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," said the Baby Bear in his wee voice, and has broken it all to pieces. Unhappy, the 3 bears looked around to see what else had happened to their house. Picture 5. They went up to the bedroom. Papa Bear saw his pillow on the floor. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," he thundered. Mama Bear saw that her neatly made bed was in complete disorder. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," cried Mama Bear. Picture 6. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," said the baby bear in his wee voice, "and she's sleeping there still." Angrily, the 3 bears crowded around the bed where Goldilocks slept. Picture 7. Goldilocks awoke to the sound of the 3 angry growling bears. She sprang out of bed, ran down the stairs, and did not stop until she reached home. In her mother's arms, she sobbed, "I'll never go into the forest again, and never, never go into anyone's house unless I'm invited."